Hello, hello. It is Sandy with needsaribbon.com bringing you a pretty edition of Let's Kit Together. Pretty, because this box is beautiful. We don't need to see that. Sorry about the noise. I can't reach my garbage. I am only going to go till 7 o'clock tonight. If we get through all the kit or the important parts, then cool. If not, that might be it on this kit. But what we are doing is the October 2023 Home for the Holidays Paper Pumpkin. I gotta take a sip of water. Sorry about the noise. I've got washing machine and it's just all kinds of crazy. I have surgery in the morning, so I am in go mode. Anyway, I thank you very much for those that do join me. And I'm gonna just kind of I gotta go. I can't. I wish I could wait for y'all, but I can't. I gotta get going tonight. So here we are. This is Sandy with Needs a Ribbon. We are doing an edition of Let's Kit Together, where tonight we are doing the October 2023 Home for the Holidays Paper Pumpkin Kit. And when I say kit together, I literally mean it. As you see, I am opening my box for the first time. We all do this together. And what I mean by kit together is you do not need to work on a kit. I just want us to have some craft time together. That's really more what I'm aiming for. And kits are easy for me in this case. God, that is a pretty box. And as I've been consistently doing all the Stampin' Up! Kits, I find that they're just prettier and prettier. Nicer and nicer. And so I'm going to just go ahead and get started because, again, I need to stop at 7 tonight. And this is a stamp set. I'm not going to go over the details of Paper Pumpkin tonight. I've gone over it many times in the past, but the short and dirty is that it's a monthly subscription box that ships to your door. It includes everything from a stamp set to an ink spot. Ooh, we get real red. I don't think we've had a real red ink spot in a long time. And don't forget, you can use this as a real ink pad. Speaking of real, ooh, we get every little glitter. Ooh, it's always so shiny. It's like it really is like Christmas every day or every month when you get one. And we put our kits together. So this is a stamp set. It has a little house. Has, I assume that's supposed to be snow. Probably a shrub, snowflakes, a little tree. We celebrate the wonder and joy of the festive season. Happy holidays and Merry Christmas. And Paper Pumpkin only ships to the North America. But I have seen that. And your first Paper Pumpkin comes with a block that you will use in subsequent kits. And you only need scissors. That's really all you need. I make sure, just in case, to have my foam pad handy and my take your pick tool, just in case, but you do not need those. You really only need scissors and a block to get going on Paper Pumpkin. And red tissue paper too. Again, I don't know if we've ever seen red tissue paper. We've seen other seasonal colors, green and stuff. I don't know if we've ever had red. Yes, I'm a dork. Look at this. I carefully fold it back up so I can reuse it on something else. And I will save the box to either use like this or to flip it inside out and use it some other way. I'm going to put the box away and we're just going to, and don't forget with the ink, yeah, I haven't opened my ink spot. So don't forget with the ink spots, it is the time of the week when Sandy attempts to slice open her hand. I really need to come up with a better way. I know most people don't have trouble. I'm just so fearful because I have stabbed myself there. Anyway, while I attempt to get this open, these ink spots can be very portable. If you like to take your crafting on the go, I recommend you have ink spots because they take up no room. You can re-ink them with our ink refills, which are, I think the ink refills are now around $5. They were $2.50 actually when I started a million years ago. But still, considering that will keep the average crafter and how much you have to re-ink it, probably good for 5 to 10 years, if not forever. There are a couple ink refills that I've never run out of. They're my lesser used color. There was a time when Early Espresso was my BFF, and oh Lord, I seriously had a stack of like 2 or 3 ink refills because I was topping it off so often. You know, we all have our favorites. They're all beautiful colors. I'm such a color nerd that I'm going to say that anyway. I have my favorites. We all do. So yeah, let's go ahead. Oh, here, that didn't even show. I'm just digging in because I'm on time crunch. And I'm only going to make one of each. It's 4 cards, 2 styles, 4 cards, so 8 total cards and beautiful envelopes. And so I'm going to craft fast. And if you're trying to follow along, you may want to come back so you can pause it. Otherwise, I'm probably going to talk very fast tonight. And I will get through what I can. This is the first time I think I've had a really strong, like, deadline to finish. So, and our paper pumpkin kits always include all the adhesive you need to finish your kit. Here are the beautiful envelopes I was talking about. Now, for those that are super crafty, you could use a regular envelope to mail the card and take and use and cut that off and use that on a card. Just a suggestion. Trying not to veer too far from topic tonight, but it's just the first thing that I see. So, and the colors, I always like to flip to the back. The colors are Balmy Blue, Cherry Cobbler, Crumb Cake, Crushed Curry, Daffodil Delight, Lemon Lolly, Mossy Meadow, Night of Navy, Old Olive, Pecan Pie. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 colors. Beautiful. And they already share some alternates. I still say there's some possibility with that envelope paper. Just an idea, just throwing it out there. So this is what our kit contains: the envelopes, the stamp set, and all the various pieces, the adhesives that we need, our little challenging to open ink spot. Other companies call them something else. We call them ink spots. They're pretty common across the stamping industry, though. Of course, they're not Stampin' Up ink, but you know what I mean. So I want to set aside because I have a feeling we'll need. Those are not. Oh, look at the glimmer paper, and it doesn't flake. So I assume we'll need. There's 8 pieces, so probably 1 for each card. Here's our little greeting labels. And our card bases, we'll take 1 of that and 1 of that. And we're going to put the rest aside because ain't got time for that. It looks like, okay, I have no idea. I'll have to look at the picture, but we've got 3 different cutouts and trees. So we're going to go ahead and open our instructions. Now I'm trying to follow my normal order. Like all the rest of our kits, especially our paper pumpkin kits, let me pull that back. We have, because it's a paper pumpkin kit, we have the side is in inches. Our other kits will come with the measurements, so you don't need a ruler. I like to use grid paper. Will come with the imperial and the metric markings on them, so you don't need a ruler either if there's ribbon to be measured. But I'm not sure, I'm not seeing any ribbons, so we don't need ribbons. So they just include the ribbon, the ruler every time. So so the first page of the instructions, as they're doing now, include, you need these pieces for this card. So card 1, we need not that one. Here it is. We need this one, which is the landscape or horizontal card. We need the whole long chalet piece or ski town or whatever. I'm knocking stuff all over. I need to simmer down. I'm Irish. I can't simmer. We need 3 trees. So we have lots of little trees. So we need 1 little one from here. This is for card 1. I'm just making our piles. We need 1 with the star on the top. Sorry if I'm going fast. And then we need a 2-packer. So it looks like we will use all our trees for this for this card. I'm going to set that aside because we don't need that. Card 2, which is the portrait one, or tall one, whatever language you prefer. We need actually both of these. So we need that one, scenic, and this one. And both use, as I said, a piece of this glimmer stuff. So we're making our piles because it just makes it easier. And we'll need various adhesives and inks. Okay, so let's go right to the instructions then. Yes, I'm one of those that will actually fold the map back to the way it came from. Anyway, and if you're just joining me, I will respond to comments later. I can't see it and I'm in a hurry, and I'm not trying to be short with you guys, but I really need to hurry. So I like to then, next, after I've made my piles, I actually like to get all my stamping out of the way, and I'm really sorry about the noisy washing machine. And really, really sorry. It just is, it's crazy town here tonight. So that's how I like to line up my stamps, that's part of why I like to stamp on grid paper, and then I go in and I line up the edge of my block with a line on my grid, and then I prep my stamp. I talk about this every time, so if you're not new to following me, you know the drill. You know the drill. Okay, so we need to ink up, and we're gonna stamp a Happy Holidays goes on one. Boy, that is noisy. You know part of why it's noisy? There's a big hole in my wall in between me and the laundry room. That's why it's noisy. So we're gonna just, want to make sure, and we're gonna go ahead and stamp our Happy Holidays. And it looks like that is all the stamping on card 1, and we're gonna flip it over. So card 2 includes and I actually, for once, I was so proud of myself, I actually brought in a stamp cleaner, so I don't have to, knowing how busy I am tonight, so I don't have to worry about cleaning them later. And we need mount our Merry Christmas. And so we get an extra greeting that we won't use in our kit. If you can hear me over the noise, I'm really, really sorry about that, guys. Just, again, crazy town. So flip that over. Line up our pretty little roller polymer. Yeah. Prep our stamp. No stick. And we need to stamp a Merry Christmas. So minimal stamping, only a Merry Christmas and a Happy Holidays. You could stamp them all with Merry Christmas, honestly. It's just, I'm doing it according to the instructions because that's how I do my Let's Kit-togethers. But you have that choice. The other greeting won't fit on that label, but you are welcome to take if you like the other greeting, which is, we celebrate the wonder and joy of the festive season. If you prefer that on your card, you'll have to stamp that on cardstock. And then we, now later. It's so cute. I really like this stamp set. And so that is all our stamping. I like to set them aside to dry. They should be pretty dry by now because this is not cardstock weight paper. It is a different kind, and it does have a little bit of a coating, so I like to give it a few moments to dry. We're going to flip back to our instructions for card 1, which was the Happy Holidays. I'm going to set Merry Christmas aside, and we're going to just do, and I think we're going to finish on time, people. Wow, this is fast. So in interpreting, you need is it cryptography, mapology, whatever it is, a degree in map reading and making. To understand, this means you, and I like to go over this every time, even if I'm rushed. I want people to understand. So what that means is you flip that piece up so the white side is up, and they're giving you a diagram of where they recommend the dimensionals go. So we go 1, God, that is noisy. I am so sorry. And again, it's not an exact science, but that's where they're recommending. So we'll do that. We're gonna flip our little trees over. And I wasn't gonna microphone up, and now I'm kind of glad because it's probably easier to hear me over that crazy machine. And so we need dimensionals on the back of that. We need dimensionals on the back of our happy holidays. I like to get all of my adhesive done in one. In this case, I usually don't unless there's something that red flags when I look at the instructions. I like to get it all mapped out first. Are you kidding me? Okay. Well, we'll deal with that in a minute. Looking at instructions, so we need the little round solid dots are glue dots. That is their pictogram for glue dots. So we need glue dots on the back of our white glimmer piece. So it looks like we have adhesive here, and that is ready to go. Wow, this is really going fast. Here's a little tip that I have, put that aside, to fold my cards so it folds flat. I fold it inside out, and then I fold it outside in, or the right way. And it goes pretty flat without a bone folder. If you're really one of those people that needs a bone folder, you can always... I've taken a lot of crazy things. See? I took my block. So if you don't have the right tool, it is best to have the right tool for the job. I will always say that, but there are other things that can work. So we need to go ahead and start placing our scene. Get that out of the way. And have a garbage handy when you start peeling off the dimensional backs. I highly recommend that. And it looks like it goes all the way up front of the card. Now what I'm going to recommend is you hold your card upright like this and make sure that way you can ensure that both edges match. Look at that. Oh, that's cute. And then we need to add our trees. So the solitary small tree goes in front of the little blue house somewhere. I don't want to cover it up, but I will. The big starlet tree goes in between where there's a tree in the background. And then the double tree goes in front of the other blue house. So kind of like that. That's pretty. Okay, so that's that hole. Step 2, we need to layer up our greeting. So we're going to take the dimensionals off our Rory cats.
Oh yeah.
This is real, people. This is not a drill. I'm going to layer up our greeting like that. And we're going to do it straight in spite of the crazy town. Oh my gosh. Like that. And we're going to squeeze because that glimmer paper, once it adheres well. But you want to press that to make sure that the dimensional is actually squeezing into the glimmer paper. And then we need to take off our glue dots. Wow, we are just about done with card 1. And that goes up in the sky. And so they are saying, so next up we need to take our little glue that they've included, our glimmer glue, which is dang fun this time of year. And oh, there's a faint blue line that goes around everything. You know what? So it doesn't, I'm going to come back to that, and you can do that on your own. Not just to save time, but because I know if I just walk away, but that's what you do, is run it along the edges of the roof line, is what they're saying. Yep, the edges of the roof line. We'll come back to that, or you can come back to that on your own time. I am more focused on getting you, we're going to go ahead and do our little trick now. More focused on getting you through so you understand all the steps. Look how flat that is. Okay, so we've got our card base, we've folded it, we've stamped. So next up we need to flip our little homey pieces face down, and we're going to bring in our dimensionals again. And this one uses 7. Is that right? Nope, that's this one. That's that one. And the other one uses 5 only. Okay. And then before we put our adhesive down, we're going to set that aside. We need to do our greeting. So it's the same method. Flip our greeting upside down, take 2 dimensionals, and call me in the morning. And then flip our glimmer thing over, and we'll use our glue dots on the back of those. Is that right? Yep. So, I'm sorry, I'm jumping ahead now. Okay, we're going to put the greeting aside. Sandy needs to just take a giant chill pill. And bring in our little card base. And I'm trying to understand. Okay, so, the one with the red house off to the side goes on first on our card. Now, keep in mind, because this has 2 layers of dimensionals, this may require extra postage, it may not. And I'm going to do that little trick again where I get it all pretty. And then this one goes on front. Okay, honestly, of all the card kits, this one has been super easy outside of the glimmer glue, which y'all can do on your own. I will come back to mine later tonight if I have a chance. Like that. Oh, but see what I mean? That might require extra postage. So if you're really concerned about that, skip the dimensionals and just glue everything flat. It'll still be cute, but just word of caution on that. I'm going to flip our little glimmer piece over and take and layer that up on the glimmer, the greeting. Push that in really good. And see, then it does stick really good. If you just gently lay it, it's not going to adhere. Got to give it a little push and a little squeeze. Our greeting goes right in the middle of Marytown. And that is it, except for going in with the glimmer glue once again. And there's the light blue outlines, and go over with your glue, so your roof lines, and give it a shimmer however you want. And there we go. That actually was stinking easy and cute. Really, honestly cute. Let's take a look at the final one. So like this and this one. And you get 4 of each in the 2 styles, so 8 total cards, really cute. And 8 adorable envelopes. And away we go. And that's home for the holidays. Don't forget that the November kit, which you have until November 10th to subscribe to, is a companion piece to this. And it's usually some kind of gift tags or gift wrap. I don't know if they've really said other than that it goes with the home for the holidays. And that's all I have tonight. Thank you, folks. Sorry I was rushed. It's a little crazy down here. And we will see you on the next one. I can't remember when the next one is. Bye.